Kristin. So I've had lots of questions lately on what I'm using in my hair, what I'm using to style my hair, that sort of thing. So I'm going to try to put that all into one video here and not make it be quite that long. And a lot of these products have become sort of holy grails to hair products to me. And yeah, so that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's just start out with shampoo and conditioner. And I've tried a lot of them, and actually, I have a few on my list that I want to try, like the Bane de Terre I've heard good things about from Laura, and the Enjoy, not the one that I tried in my empties that I didn't like, but the Enjoy luxury line, I think it is. But if I had to say right now what is my holy grail, I would say it's from Joico. Now, I've talked about the Joico Body Luxe line. Sorry, I have them upside down always because that's how they sit in my shower. The Body Luxe line, and I currently only have the conditioner for this, but I love this line, the shampoo and conditioner for my hair. And I have fine hair, but I have a lot of it. But it can be pretty limp if I don't put a little effort into it. So the Body Luxe really adds some thickening to it, and I've liked this. I've talked about this quite a bit before. And I switched that off then. Currently, I've been switching that off with the Joico K-Pack Color Therapy conditioner and just the K-Pack shampoo. I don't know if there is a color therapy shampoo or not, but anyway, because I do get my hair colored, by the way. I'm sure that's probably fairly obvious. So anyway, I really like these. So the Joico line has definitely been a winner for me over and over again. I can't think of any other excuse me, aside from one I'm going to talk about here in a second, I can't think of any other line of shampoos that I really have liked and continued to repurchase. So that's what I've been using for shampoo and conditioner. So that's kind of my everyday use. And I don't mean every day like literally every day, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So once a week I will, and then, okay, so once a week or once every 10 days, depending on when I remember. I try to do it on Sundays because I don't know, that's just, but it doesn't always work out that way. I will use a cleansing shampoo or a clarifying shampoo. And the one that I use is the Redken Hair Cleansing Cream Shampoo. Looks like this one is pretty much empty. I just bought a big liter to refill this with. But not only do I use this, once a week and once every 10 days, but I make sure to use this the night before I'm going in to get my hair colored. That's something that I learned from Kim from the Hip Chick Online. And that has worked really well for me. I really feel like my color takes better and lasts longer since I've been doing that. And it totally makes sense to get all of the extra product and all that kind of stuff in your hair completely out before you go in and have it colored. So it just seems to make sense to me. So anyway, the Redken Hair Cleansing Cream Shampoo is my favorite. Okay, and then I want to talk about a hair mask. So in the past, I have talked about the Aussie 3-Minute Miracle that I really, really like. And I think the macadamia nut one, I like that one. But I've been trying this one since May, and this is the Cam Cosmetics, let me just tell you what it is. The Cam Cosmetics Good, I'm going to go with Good Stuff for Your Hair, so you guys can see the name. It cracks me right up. So here's the difference with it. So I used this right away, and I was like, yeah, my hair doesn't feel really soft. And I didn't go back to it for a while. And then I had learned from watching a few people that, what makes your hair feel good and like soft and smooth from most hair masks, including that Aussie 3-Minute Miracle, is the silicones that they put in it. And I just heard Jen from Jen Loves Reviews talking about this again the other day. That it's like fake conditioned. If that makes any sense. So over time, you can see how much I have used of this now, and I really wanted to be sure that of how it was working. And this conditions your hair and leaves it. It's a 1-week treatment. You use it once a week. You don't use it every day, and it really gives my hair that softness and healthiness. Is that a word? Healthiness, without coating it with a bunch of things. So I used to use this and then use the Aussie 3-Minute Miracle. Well, you're clarifying your hair, and then you're putting a whole bunch of silicone back on it. It doesn't make a lot of sense. So anyway, I really like this product. When you put this on your hair, you don't get that instant gratification of, oh, my hair is so soft. But you can tell when you dry it and style it that your hair is much more conditioned than it was before. So that is the Gehm Cosmetics good stuff for your hair. So that is my sort of cleansing, conditioning routine. And yeah, I think that's everything. Okay, so when I get out of the shower, I mean, good gravy game. When I get out of the shower, then the first thing that I put on my hair is a hair oil. And my favorite by far, I've talked about this before, is the macadamia nut hair oil, or healing oil treatment, excuse me. I've purchased this over and over again. This one is almost gone. I just got one in, because sometimes, keep an eye on Look. They'll bring this stuff on, and it'll be half price. So I just purchased another one of these for half price. I will put a little bit of that in my hand, maybe the size of a nickel, and then just kind of work it from here down through my ends. Sometimes, especially in the winter, I'll put just a little bit more and just work it on my ends. And that really has worked well for me. I think I just talked about how I used up a Suave one, and that was nice, but when I went back to this, I realized how much I really like this one, so much better than the other ones I've used. Now, in my sort of stash that I have other ones that I need to work through, so I will make myself work through those before I go to my new bottle of that, but they last forever though, so I've got hair oil for quite some time. Okay, so then I will decide in my melon whether I'm going to keep my hair naturally curly or whether I'm going to, you know, smooth it out like this. And I'll talk about how I do this in a minute. But so if I'm going to keep my hair naturally curly, I will put a mousse in it. This is the only product I'm going to show you that has not become a holy grail, right? Yes. This is the only product that I just want to show you what I'm using right now, and I'm liking it. I'm just not sure if it's holy grail. And this is Not Your Mother's Whip It Up Cream Styling Mousse. And it says builds body, thickens strands, tames frizz, non-sticky. I'm still working with this a little bit, but for those of you that watch my vlog channel and have seen me a couple of mornings have my hair naturally curly, this is what I've been using in that. I just feel like I need to work with it a little more to see how much I need to get my curl without it being too much, you know. So I just wanted to quickly show that, but it has not reached holy grail status yet. I don't think I really have a product for when my hair is when I'm trying to leave it naturally curly that I would consider holy grail. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, so this is absolutely holy grail. I've just worked through I used to love the Redken Duo Shield. So it was the squeeze bottle that had like 2 things in it. Used to love that. Just finished it the other day and went back to this again. And this is what I'm going to use going forward. I think I have used up all of my sort of, you know, styling products aside from the mousse. And I'm just not going, I don't know why I would try anything else. This is the Live-In Proof Perfect Hair Day or PhD. It's the 5-in-1 styling treatment. I absolutely love this. It does all of those things. So the 5 things that it does is smooths, volumizes, conditions, strengthens, and polishes. And I really feel like it does that. And it says to undamp hair evenly distributes from roots to end, which I absolutely do. And I just feel like it gives me the best styled finish, particularly when I am round brushing my hair. You know what's funny is I've not tried this with leaving my hair naturally curly. I'll have to do that. I always just feel in my head like I need to use a mousse. At any rate, this product is hands down a holy grail product, and just give it a shot. Get a sample. If they sell it at Sephora, so you can get a sample if you want. I really, really am a big fan of that. Okay, so let's talk about styling a little bit. So you guys generally will see my hair 2 ways. This way, or the way where I have a little bit of wave in it. And so this is my day 1 hair. That's the difference between this and the wavy hair. So this is day 1. And how I style it is I round brush it. That's pretty much all there is to it. Round brushing and just a little bit of teasing back here to get my hair to go where I want it to go. So I use 2 different brushes for that. From about here down, so like my crown down, I use, this one is from Brush Lab. I think this is a 2-inch. I don't know. I'll try to find it if it still exists. And it says it's ceramic. So I use this, and I just, on the very bottom layer, I will actually kind of blow dry it as if it's going to flip up, and then on its own it flips under. I don't understand how that works, but anyway. So I will use that, and then I do, of course, flip it under as well. And then for my crown, I use this one from Olivia Garden. And I don't know, they don't have any sort of numbering on them, but no, it's that size. So these are, if this is a 2-inch, what is that, like 1.5 inches maybe? Something like that. I will try to find it and list it below for you. But I really like this one as well. And this is ceramic and ion tourmaline brush. No idea. But I'm not a hair person. But I can tell you that I will do that from here down, and when I blow dry it, I kind of blow dry it and then let it sit for a second away from the heat so it cools a little bit, and then, you know, kind of let it out. But I really like both of these, and those are the sizes that I use for my hair. I probably wouldn't have to use 2 of them, but it just seems to work better for me with a larger one down here and a little smaller one up on top of my crown. Okay, if I look a little bit different, I just had a slight camera malfunction. Sorry about that. Alright, so on day 2, I will grab from my dry shampoo before I even get in the shower. And the one that I have been loving, and if I had to say right now, if somebody said, what's your holy grail dry shampoo, it would absolutely be this. This is the Detox Dry Shampoo from Drybar. I love this more than any other dry shampoo I have ever tried. It has just a great sort of, I don't want to say mist because that makes it sound all light and fluffy, but it's not. It comes out of the can very well. You have to shake it really well, of course. And while it does show a white cast when you do it, or when you first spray it, then you just, you know, run your fingers through it, or sometimes I'll take the hairdryer to it. After I get up, I'll talk about that in a minute. But anyway, great shampoo, great dry shampoo. I do have like 5 or 6 in my back stock of of ones that I've gotten in beauty boxes or ones that I've purchased that I will try. But as of right this second, of course, the most expensive one I've ever used is currently my favorite. So I'll put that in there, and then I'll put my hair up in a scrunchie, get in the shower, you know, with my shower cap on, and get out. And then I'll take out the scrunchie and then run my fingers through it, like really try to kind of shake it up, if that makes sense. And then I will also take hairdryer to it. And while I'm talking about that, I'll just tell you the hairdryer that I use. This is a T3. I think it was a featherweight or something. I bought it once when I got a 20% off at Ulta, which was a good way to get it because it's fairly expensive, but I really like it. It works well. It dries my hair very fast. I don't know that it's necessarily featherweight in my opinion, but I do really like this. I've had this, I don't know, a couple of years now, and works really well. I will take the hairdryer and just, you know, kind of go through it to, I don't know, I just feel like it helps kind of move around the dry shampoo or something and give a little more volume. It works really well. And then the curling iron that I use whenever you see kind of those waves in my hair. It's a Conair. I was just looking. There's no like numbers on it or anything, but I believe it's like 1.25 inches. And I just run that, so it's like this size. And I just run that through, I kind of pin my hair up and I'll do a couple of different, you know, layers of the curls and then really brush it out. But before I put those curls in my hair, I use the Paul Mitchell Hot Off the Press. I've talked about this so much, I know, but this is a Holy Grail product as well. And I have told my friends about this in YouTube and in the real world, and have heard nothing but positive feedback back. You know, one of my best friends, she has a hard time getting her hair to curl and to last, and she's one of those lucky people that can go like 3-4 days without washing her hair. She said she's never had anything keep her curls as well as this does. So if you're somebody that likes curly hair on a regular basis and you can go for a couple of days, give this a shot. She said it really, really lasts for her, and I like it. So I will just, and I don't spray it on each strand. I think she sprays it on each like clump before she's going to curl it. I will kind of do it in layers. So I pin my hair all up and let down a layer to curl, and I'll spray the layer and then curl, let down another layer, spray it, and then curl. So that's how it works for me, but I really like this. I like that product. It's absolutely Holy Grail for me. Okay, so then just a couple of styling products, and this one I found very recently. Ellis for Living had talked about this one, and this is the L'Oreal Boosted High Lift Creation Spray. This stuff means business, but it's really good. So whenever you see my hair with some serious volume up here, it's because I've used this. So I find that it's best. I don't want to try to do it on camera because I think it won't go very well for me. But but you just kind of lift up your layer here, and I go way out here before, you know, I'm looking in the viewfinder so that I can see what I'm doing. Way out here and spray it. I'm kind of scared. Then I let it sit for a minute, and then rub it in with my fingers. Do you see that? Now I have crazy volume. But at any rate, it works really well. So I'll kind of do that layer by layer. Okay, all better. I just had to fix that. I kind of do it, you know, section by section or layer by layer to just add a little bit of fullness, especially on the day 2 when I'm putting some curls in my hair and really want some volume at my crown. This is, love that product. By the way, I purchased all of these products. None of these manufacturers know who I am. And then one product I want to give a shout out to, I've had this product for so long, so please don't judge me. I will use this sometimes when I really want to get in my crown and bump it up and give it a little more texture and volume. I would never do this on a day 1. This is only on a day 2 because I don't like how it feels in my hair after a day 1. Sometimes I also use this on my fingers to kind of like smooth flyaways, which I kind of have some right now. So I'll show you what it is and then I'll show you how I use it. So this is the Aveda Self-Control Hair Styling Stick. It looks like deodorant, but it just twists up. I've had this for so long. It has that delightful Aveda scent, and I'm just going to grab a little bit. It's usually a little more solid than this, but I've had it forever. Did I mention? So I'm just going to put it in my hands a little bit, and hopefully you guys can see. I don't know if you could see their little volume, and really, like I said, it just kind of helps to tame, but you can't use too much. If you use too much, you're going to have a gloppy mess on your hands, I promise you. All right, then the very last thing is hairspray, and I don't have to spend much time on this because I've talked about it a cajillion times. So this is the Tresemme Tray 2 All Day Humidity Resistant Hairspray. This just works so, every time I try something else, I come back to this. It's inexpensive, it works really well. I don't know what more I can say about it. I don't find that it gives me that sort of helmet head. It gives me movable hair, but it still holds it into place. So I love this. I know tons of people that do real life and YouTube life as well. So, all right, good gravy. I think that I talked enough about hair stuff today, huh? I hope that was helpful to you for those of you that really wanted to know about that. And yeah, so on my face today, I have the Bourjois Healthy Mix again. I'm in the color 52, by the way. And for blush today, I have the Milani Baked Blush in Delicioso Pink, which looks like this. And then on the top of that, I have a little bit of my Catrice highlighter in Fairy Dust. This is the one that looks like this. And on my eyes today, I pulled out my Laura Mercier Gilded Bronze. This was a limited edition. So that's on my eyelid. And then the rest of the colors, the crease and transition and that sort of thing, are from my Becca Ombre Nudes palette, and I just took kind of a combination of these two right here in the crease or in like kind of my transition, and then this one is in the outer corner. I took the Gilded Bronze from Laura Mercier down beneath my lower lash line, and then on the outer corner I have this darker one as well. And on my lips I have the Laura Mercier Plumberry Lip Liner, and over the top I have this gloss from NARS, which I have tried to see the name on. I will try to look up what it is and list it below, but it came in some sort of a kit. And that is everything. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you're having a great day, and I will talk to you very soon.